Hello, beautiful, empathetic, INFJ, highly sensitive people. How are you doing? I want to talk about what to do when it feels like the world is falling apart. I personally have had the biggest migraine and lingering headache all week. Right now, as I'm sure you're aware, there has been so much happening in the world and within Australia. I don't want to make this video a political one, but I do want to talk about the impact the world events can have on us and perhaps some hints and tips that you could do during this time. Please stick around to the end because I feel like the last point that I'm going to make is the most important, and I really don't want you to miss out on that. I say that from the bottom of my heart. I think it's so important for you to hear it. Being an empath, INFJ, or whatever you are probably someone who really does feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. I actually talk about it in this video here. This might manifest in physical problems such as headaches, tension in your neck, shoulders, or back, and maybe you're even more likely to pick up some colds and flus. Flus? The cold and flu? During this time, it's so important that you look after your entire well-being. I'm meaning not only your emotional, mental, and spiritual health, but also your physical health. We really can hold traumas and emotions in our body, and if we don't learn to express this, it can show up as aches and pains. I like to do a regular stretching routine every day and look after my overall health with exercise and also the food that I put in it. I'm not perfect. In fact, I had McDonald's today, but I do aim for about 80% of the week eating whole foods. This is a time to go gentle with yourself, to show yourself self-compassion and rest as much as possible. In my last video, someone pointed out to me that when you work a 9 to 5, it's not always possible to just stop everything. And if you throw parenthood into the mix, it can be a lot. Life keeps going on despite how we're feeling. If you can be compassionate with yourself about that and rest as much as possible when you can, then you might feel some of a difference. We can only do the best we can do, and there's no point beating ourselves up about it. If you need to have a break from the news, this is your permission. Please turn it off. I've mentioned vicarious trauma in another video, and this very much can happen when we overconsume all the events of the world. Now, I'm not saying to remain naive or ignorant and forgetting about what's happening and not having empathy for what's happening. But if you keep exposing yourself to image after image, then it's going to have a toll on your mental health. That can be the same for social media. And going down the black hole of reading thousands of comments of everybody's opinions, thoughts, and traumas. It's a lot. Please be kind. Please switch off. Please look after yourself. Listen to your body when you know it's had enough. Keep doing all of the self-care things that you do. Exercising, meditating, reading, relaxing, walking in nature. It's all helpful. Of course, if you feel like your mental health is really struggling, then please reach out to a counsellor for support, for someone to hold space for you, to listen to you, and perhaps to give you some suggestions as well. I'm personally able to see people worldwide except for the US and Canada. If you wanted to book in with me, the link can be found in my description. If there's one thing I could encourage you on, it's to be kind to each other. Understand that your friends, your neighbors, your community, they're feeling it all too. Be compassionate. Understand why someone might react the way they do. Perhaps they're feeling afraid, or maybe they have a deep grief, or maybe one of the parts of themselves have been triggered. Smile at strangers as you walk past them. Be involved in your community. Take action and give to charities if you can. Volunteer. Know that your small acts of kindness can go a really long way. You never know how that one smile to the stranger walking by could positively impact their life. You never know the ripple effect that your kindness could have on others. The charities or organizations that person could begin because they were once on the receiving end of a stranger's kindness. You never know how far-reaching that could go. So please be kind. We're all human, we're all connected, and if there's anything that we need more than now, it's kindness, it's compassion, it's being friendly towards each other. It's about not fighting with one another, not being divisive, but to be kind. There's a lot happening right now. And just as I mentioned about being kind to others, please also keep focusing on the good that's around you. Focus on the positive things you see in others. There's a great Facebook group I found called The Kindness Pandemic, which are stories from individuals of random acts of kindness. Celebrate the small wins, celebrate each other, keep being a light in this world and pouring love on those around you. I know that you have a light inside of you. Please don't let everything that's happening dim that light that you have for others. This is why you need to look after yourself so that you can keep shining forward. This is when the world really does need your light. If you wanted to learn more about what vicarious trauma is and how it can impact you, then please check out this video. It's more targeted towards those in the caring professions, but I think anyone could get something out of it, including you. So give it a click and I will see you over there.